How's it going, guys? So today's video is going to be a short and sweet one. Pretty cool stuff in this one. It's with the Kylo Ren, the Supreme Leader Kylo, and how he kind of goes and how he takes almost all of, I would say all, but most of the HSTR. I think he does phases 1, 2, and some of 3. Lots and lots of damage there, and I think we're onto something here with him. Just comparing him and Rey, I do think Kylo's a little bit better in the aspect of the raids. I don't know. I just feel like Rey's a bit behind a barrier with her huge whirlwind and having to make sure that she goes below that threshold of the HP, and then she has to, kind of cycle back and forth, back and forth. But I was actually told about this, and I was actually shown the footage from a good friend of mine named Roxor, and Roxor has a guildmate who actually recorded this. This is a 10th, and his name is Moogle. So big shout out to Moogle, and this is his cool footage today. So let's hop right over to it. This is on his YouTube. This is on the iPad, so the ratio is gonna be really weird and a bit wonky. But I'm gonna kind of see what it looks like myself, and we'll just chat over it. And then afterwards, after you kind of get the idea of how it all is, then I'll put it big screen or somehow big screen, and then you guys can just have fun and watch it along. So this is, of course, in the HSTR, and this is his team he's rocking. So he's got Hux lead, he's got Thrawn, First Order Officer, Hux, of course, and Traya. I forgot who she was. So that's Traya. And it seems like all you're trying to do here is just kind of stack up your siphon, and your siphon can go up as these phases progress. So you can stack it up really high. I think I saw maybe him getting close to later on at like 400 siphon, which is just insane. So pretty much this is kind of, if you've had any experience with using First Order in Phase 1 with Traya, this is kind of how it goes. But I think what we're doing here is we're just kind of getting rid of Executioner, which I think you would usually use here. And guess who we're tossing? We're tossing the Supreme Leader. And it's pretty cool stuff, actually. I think this is very interesting. The siphon mechanics I think are just super awesome. And I do want to do a video here shortly with why I do think that Kylo is actually a better long-term investment for you guys if you want to go for a Galactic Legend first. I mean, either one will probably do the job for you, but if you really want to get the most bang for your buck, I do think Kylo is going to be the best one because, he has, for one, easier requirements. You don't need a whole lot of other people around him to be, maxed out, crazy mods. He's just like a one-man show. I mean, kind of like the Grievous in the droids. Really great stuff. So he's at 130 siphon right now, and it will just kind of just keep on going up and up and up. So the main idea of this and how you kind of want to achieve it, I'm certain there's still more room for improvement here, but just like the main ideas here is you want to always TM swap or do your bonus turn swaps with your officer, Thrawn, and also Hux all onto Kylo, so he gets the most turns off as he possibly can. And while you do that, you're going to isolate, you're going to get a fracture up, and that's kind of how it goes. And let's see here. 200k. So yeah, the siphon keeps on stacking, but I think it resets. I'm almost going to guarantee you that it does reset after each and every phase. So this is phase 1. It's going to reset at phase 2 and also in phases 3. So yeah, I can go really high on the damage pool. One thing though, I think that it's kind of lacking, and what I might kind of think that's kind of interesting is maybe you want to just, I don't know. I got to reread some of his kit, but I'm pretty sure that with Siphon, it works a bit differently here. I don't know if how it kind of works in the raids as much as I thought I did. But I think Siphon, what it really means is, gosh, I'm trying to find the description of it while I'm watching this. So it says this unit will gain 1% of the stat per stack, and the target will lose that amount. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the people around him really. The only thing that can influence the other people's masteries is if he's in the leadership slot. But in this, I do think the Hux's lead is really good because you get the dominance, right? So with dominance, that pretty much means that they have 50% more critical damage. Very good stuff there. I do know that his leadership actually does have that as well. But I think that another nice thing here is the counter chances, and the 100% counter chance rather, and how that kind of ties in with it all. So that's pretty cool. And I mean, on top of that, with the leadership here, and with Hux's leadership, they deal 50% more damage on their basics for the First Order allies. So you have that. You have the other parts with the dominance, more critical damage. But does that really outweigh the leadership slot with Kylo, the new Kylo? I don't know, because you do get a lot more mastery there. and maybe a lot more, you know, you can influence the masteries a lot more and kind of manipulate it a little bit more, but I still think it'll be pretty good. I mean, as we're seeing so far, it's still doing a really great job. What are we at? 80% into this phase, and we're at what, 370? So, you know what? I thought I was seeing 400. I'm pretty sure that number was way higher because look at how much more siphon we're going to be getting here. It's insane. The biggest reason here, I don't know the gear levels on everybody else here. I mean, I would imagine that because you have to get Kylo for the requirements, you have to get the other guys at the recommended gear levels or the required gear levels in the relics. So I'm guessing maybe the Thrawn's not gear 13, maybe the Trey is not. So I do think that you do need everybody here alive throughout the entire phases if you want to continue soloing, because later down the line you're going to see that I think Trey dies. Pretty much everybody else kind of dies around him, and he's just kind of going off and off and off. But holy cow, you're seeing 800k crits. And he hits for 2 times on a basic, so it's double damage. And on the counters, I think that's probably a big thing as well, as the more damage on the counters with basics as well with the Hux lead. But like I said, I don't know if Hux is better here than lead or if Kylo is. I would assume that Kylo would be, but maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I don't know much about this team and how it all functions and works out. But just like the masteries with the leaderships with these 2 new Galactic Legends seems really, really strong. I couldn't tell you which one I think would be better. But the siphon here really, really makes up, because this is kind of like, if you want to think of it between this and this character and Rey, you don't need Rey. I mean, you don't need Kylo in the leadership to still use his mastery and his siphon, rather. That's like that's just built in with his kit, right? But with Rey, you do need her in the leadership if you want to kind of influence the mastery stats and have that all going for you. So I think that's the one big thing I think Kylo would be a lot better, because that kind of opens the door up for more plug-and-play, more theory crafting potential here. And, I mean, you're seeing 1 million rather crits here. Holy cow. 2 million because he hits twice. And yeah, I mean, in phases 1, you want to just make sure that you do use the Unbreakable Will right before the Annihilate comes. So you got a few more turns, and also his the Rage, or the End Rage rather. So yeah, this is phase 1, and wow, 530 siphon stacks. That's insane, dude. Wow, and the Hell Steal as well. I mean, this is all kind of insane. So after I think phase 1, I'm gonna kind of just put it on, you know, just let it go, let the footage go. I'll remove my face cam, and you guys can watch the rest. But this is pretty cool. Again, thank you to Rockstar for letting me know about this, and especially thank you to Moogle for letting me use this. And if you want to, I will link. I think yeah, I'll link both. I think he has a channel or a YouTube. We can maybe he has. I don't know. I'll figure something out in the description below. I'll ask him. But cool stuff there. And I mean, just more damage here, more just the damage potential here, guys, on Kylo is just kind of insane. You know what? How about we swap over here right now? Let's show you guys the rest of it. So that's going to be it for my video. Thank you guys for watching. And if you are enjoying this stuff, you know, give it a like, you know, share it around, all that sort of stuff. It'd be awesome if you guys could. But yeah, thank you, and thank you, Moogle. See y'all later. Peace out.